We are live. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna mess with my audio level here for just a second. Let's go ahead and continue. Queens, here we go. Uh-oh, we're starting to get an orange light on the stream. That means fucky. One second here, let me take a look at this. I am not liking this. Let's see. I don't know, I'm not seeing any lag in the video, but because I'm not seeing a green light, that makes me nervous to kind of get started on this particular stream because we're going to be taking on a boss. So I'm a little concerned about that. I got the game audio here loud on this. Maybe 38 is good. Let me see. 38 and 46. House for a minute, see how that sounds. Okay, I'll do 35 and 46. Okay, the balance sounds a little bit better now, and I'm getting a green light now on the stream health, so that's promising. Maybe I won't have to restart my internet. Oh, I just saw you in the chat. Hi, Edward. How are you? Let's see. I think I'm just gonna roll with this in this case. Ooh, Jesus Christ. TV volume's way loud. Yeah, I'm getting a green light. Stream health seems good. I'm not seeing any lag on the YouTube videos, so maybe, I don't know. We'll give it a shot like this. Yes, fuck it. We'll go with it. Hey, I'm glad that you're here too, Edward. Yeah, it's not, I don't know, I kind of feel weird playing such a dated game like this, you know, when everybody's playing all, like, the really cool shit nowadays. But, I don't know, I kind of like to think of myself as a throwback gamer, where, like, I'm just playing some of the, like, the old classics from my childhood. Whether or not they're classics with everybody else, I don't know, but this was a classic for me. Alright, let's see here. Oh, gooey peaches. We don't give a shit about those. When's the last time you played this game, Edward? Just out of curiosity. Is this one that you dust off a little bit and try on every once in a while, or is that just a relic of memories? Weapons, where are we at? She's getting ready to build up, but what does she need? Wind, Dino, Beast, and Plant. Let's think. So after Queens, it's the desert town Muscaraka or Muscalaka, depending on the translation that you decide to go with. I know R's and L's kind of get mixed up a lot with the translation from Japanese. Let me see. I feel like Dino and Plant. Well, no, not really Plant. What plants are even in the Sun and Moon Temple? I'm trying to remember. I actually don't know if I don't remember any plants in the Sun and Moon Temple. I'm having a complete brain fart on some of the monsters. Corion! What's up, Emmett? What's up, my man? It's good to see you in the chat. And Azan, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm slaughtering that name. But hey, thanks for popping in, dude. I'm glad there's people showing up to the chat. That's actually kind of surprising. I don't hardly get anybody on the Kingdom Hearts streams. So like having all these other people coming in Dark Cloud is pretty cool. Okay, now focus. When we need to build up. Let's just focus on that. Junior's even in the chat. And Magpie. Holy shit. All the peeps are popping in. This is awesome. You're playing with baby girl number 3. Oh man, I can't even keep track who's baby girl number 1 through, what is it? You got like, what, 8 or something at this point, Emmett? I don't even know. You've probably got more since you got to Ohio. Oh my hell. Anyway, did we get enough wind or is it... Okay, so we have enough wind, finally. So, Plant, Dino, Beast, yeah, and pretty much everything else but Speed. Fun. So we got one of those. We got that, and Endurance is a good thing to build up for weapons in general. Where's this one at? I want to jump right into the boss fight. Excuse me, I promise English is my first language. I want to jump into the boss fight, but at the same time though, I'm debating just buying up a bunch of the fresh fish and just kind of getting some gems and helping the weapons out a little bit. Especially with, okay, so her default name is Ruby, but we have since renamed her Faye in honor of Faye Valentine. So, I'm not really sure how effective she's going to be at this point. Holy and Attack need to be built up. Attack still and Holy. So Holy is definitely one we have to work on. Let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you rather I just go right to the boss fight and just get it over with, or do you want me to kind of build up a little bit and just kind of work on a, you know, for a couple levels, just go and gather some gems up and kill some enemies? What do you think? Number 3 is Junior. Okay, and you have 7 baby girls. And just to clarify for those in the chat that don't know what's going on here, Emmett literally isn't knocking up people and having baby girls all over the place. It's just his pet name for certain people, and it's just really funny. We just roll with it. It's great. Preparation is key. So it sounds like you guys are kind of leading on the preparation side. And frankly, it's been long enough since I've played a Dark Cloud stream. I don't quite remember how much pop I've gotten my weapons. And it's been long enough since I've played this game all the way through that I don't really quite remember my strategy for the Ice Queen. I don't quite remember, but it seems like Ruby and Tone were always the ones I used. Yeah, I figured that would be a question I'd have to answer, so I just kind of answered in advance there for you. So yeah, let's do a little bit of grinding and just kind of get a feel for like where our weapons are. At least for a couple levels, we're not gonna like do this for like an hour. We're just gonna kill some of the basic bitches and take some of the gems, take names, sell a couple kidneys on the black market, just kind of see where we're at, and probably just dive right into the Ice Queen, and then after that move on to the next town and start reconstructing that one and going to the dungeon in that one, which I love the music in, by the way. Not that like I don't like the music here, but that one at the Sun and Moon Temple, oh, I love it. It makes my skin shiver. I love it. Yeah, this boss, let me see, this one, and what was the other boss that was always a nightmare for me? Oh, I gotta sit and think. Oh, you know, I hesitate to say the Dark Genie, because, I don't know, because he's got 2 different forms. He's got, well, 3 technically, but the one where you're actually fighting him, the first part, where he looks like a weird bat thing, that part was such a pain in the ass, because the first time I went through this game, I built up Osmond, so he had the supernova, and I was so proud of myself, because I thought, he's got a machine gun and a laser gun. Nothing can beat that. Well, for whatever reason, when they designed this game, his weapons don't work on the Dark Genie, so I was royally fucked in that fight. So I remember that always being such a pain in the ass, and he'd always just like trying to like finger you through the floor with this giant ass like magic eyeball hands. It's so gross. I hate that. So like that part of the fight was always a bitch for me. But like the second half wasn't too bad. But like yeah, Lost the Eye was definitely a bad one. What's this game about? So basically this was like the launching RPG game for the PlayStation 2. I think it was for the Slim model specifically. I don't know if it was for the PlayStation 2 in general. But basically this kid here in the orange poncho, his village gets destroyed by this dark force that has re-emerged from this magic urn, and it was called the Dark Genie, and it's destroying the world, breaking it apart, and you're given this magical gem by the fairies, and you get to rebuild the world as you go, and you're ultimately going to go and fight this Dark Genie, but you have to gain allies along the way to be able to do it. It really just, in a basic nutshell, that's the game, but there's a little bit more to it. sure, that'll work. Alright. Oh yeah, Big Nose Hitler as the guy who kind of instigated this whole shitstorm because for whatever reason he decides awakening an ancient evil power is a legit way of fucking up a certain country. Because, you know, war is the answer, right? Like, no, Margaret, like, that's a legit thing. The military guy that, like, woke up the Dark Genie, he legit does look like somebody from, like, the Nazi regime. It's kind of iffy. It's kind of sketchy. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to switch to Faye and just kind of see where she's at. Haha, you missed me. Oh, shit. Oh shit, I moved into that one. Fucking mimics. Yeah, personally, if I had to recommend any of the Dark Cloud games, personally, I would actually recommend the second one. Because the sequel to this game, it's not really a direct sequel. It builds a lot on the same concepts from this game. Like, you're rebuilding the world with the same kind of basic principles, with, like, using fragments and kind of putting it together. But, they're not really directly linked. You can play the second one without playing the first one, and you can still enjoy the game and not feel like it's a necessity to understand what's going on. I think if you play the first one and then go to the second one, there will be like things in the background you'll notice and go, hey, I recognize that from here. I wonder if this is taking place years after the first one, you know what I mean? It's subtle things like that. Ooh! Oh shit! I didn't even see that bitch behind me. Fuck off, fatty! Go away! I don't want your fucking kisses, they're gross. How does that make sense? You block a lightning strike with metal blades that are connected to your hands. Explain that to me, please. Because that does not make sense. That does not science. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Blue beam. Okay. Oh shit. Ooh, let's take a look at this. Well, let's take the this off for an accurate representation. Ooh, this one. Let's take a look at this. There we go. Oh, you know what? I bet that this levels up. The platinum ring levels up to this. So wind and holy. Yeah, I bet you that's all this builds up into. So, in that case, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull this off. We're going to status break it, because it's now at 5. Throw this on the fairies ring. Oh, motherfuck, I totally forgot that this is a curse thing. Son of a butt crack. I think I just fucked myself. Nope, we're good. We're good. Shawnee did not fuck it up. She is not fucking it up. I told Julian I wouldn't fuck up. Well, I might fuck up the curtain in the clean room, but I'm not gonna fuck up anything else if I can help it. Woo, she takes off like a shot. Let's see. Where's our captain? Our fish captain. Oh, no, stop it. Cream pie, stop it. No, that's a bad box. Go away. Ooh, Dran's feather. That was worth it. I can remember grinding on this game for hours in this level. Just getting fish and just picking up gems. Yeah, that was a lot of time I burned on that. Oh my gosh. What is it with you demon boxes? Stop it. Go away. So, just as a question to those in the chat who are familiar with the game, what's probably been the most obnoxious thing that you've come across in Dark Cloud? Is it like a boss? Is it a certain mechanic? Is it, just something stupid that happens in the game? I don't know. What's driven you to the point where it's like, I am about ready to just quit this game, I'm done? The final boss. Oh, where the hand's coming up through the floor and stabs you with the fingers that are literally as long as Tone is tall, and the fingernails are probably at least like his torso. And sharp. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's made me upset. Makes you really appreciate the value of Dran's feathers. Ooh, we did kinda need that. Ooh, hi. Actually, this isn't technically part of the main game, so it's kind of a gray area, but I know that when you beat the Dark Genie, there's actually a bonus level that gets unlocked, and it is the most trying test of your patience ever. Because of how tough the monsters are in it, it's ridiculous. The White Fangs at the Demon Shaft were such a pain in the ass. Ooh, emeralds. Because, sorry, squirrel there. Because it's, if I remember correctly, the White Fangs, like, when you see them up on the moon, you can hit them with whatever and it doesn't matter. But when you go to the Demon Shaft, you have to hit them with a weapon that does not have an attribute, like fire, ice, holy. You can't have anything on your weapon or else it doesn't affect them. It doesn't matter if you have attack power off the charts. It does not fucking matter. And it was so infuriating. Because I would fight like 3 monsters that it didn't matter, and then I'd keep bumping into a White Fang, switch it off, kill it, find another monster, have to switch to an attribute so it would kill it faster. And it just would keep going back and forth. That was trying my patience a lot. And the fact it's 100 fucking floors. I've only been able to get through that place once. The whole time I've had this game. Have any of you guys been able to get through the Demon Shaft, out of curiosity? Or am I making it harder than it actually is? Because that's always a possibility too. We're not gonna do it that way. Oh, really? You haven't? Yeah, so the what is the boss? The boss at the end of the Demon Shaft. He is really difficult. He's a pain. But he's a pretty good boss, and I love the music for it. Oh, with the Dark Genie. Yeah, that fight, you basically have to hoard stamina drinks. That's like the only way you can do it. Honestly. It's just hoard that shit. And then just when you're in that fight, just be pounding that shit like water. At least that's how I always did it. Here we go again with the blue bean. And we're actually, let's work on Ruby, not Ruby, but like Faye. I'm gonna say Ruby or Faye, please understand that's the same person. So that way I can get, this one weapon built up. Because I want it to be bad as fuck. Okay, so we have one attribute in all of the categories. That's perfect, because it sucks when you have an energy beam, like a crystal that's a certain color, and you don't have that attribute because you can't get through that door any other way. I've had to leave levels completely because of that shit. It's pissed me off. We're gonna do a little lightning. Oh wait, magic. Let's look at this. Ooh, wait, hold on. Build up. Attack. Basically everything else. Metal and rock. Well, this isn't doing shit for it then, so we're not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I was just gonna throw lightning at it. Ah! There, my freaking North thing was blocking the screen. Pissed me off. Oh, I hate these things. These things piss me off so much. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, I hate this. I totally forgot about that. Actually. Okay, that I can deal with. I fucking hate these Mask of Prajna. How would you even say that? Hey, we got the hook! Sweet! Ooh, we got the key. Ooh, damn, this is really good. Yeah, that mask is a bitch, because you have to time every attack just right to hit him, otherwise he hides behind it. Ha. No, bitch. You can't have. The whole logic of this fish with an inner tube to float on, that's always baffled me ever since I was a child, especially now. But it also adds to the comedy of the moment. No. I decided no. Oops. Turquoise, awesome. That will build up ice, if I remember correctly. Nope. Nope. Denied. Can't touch this. Ruby, I think her costume would be a fun one to do, except for the hair. The hair would be a fucking nightmare for me. Like, I've taught myself a little bit about face painting between YouTube videos. I especially like Pink Stylist. I love his face painting tutorials. There's a lot of fun ones that he does. And he has a list of the materials he actually uses for his videos, so it's a good reference. Rather than just kind of taking a guess from what you can see in the video, what they're holding to use. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I got shanked by a fish. I got shanked by a fish. This is bullshit. Ooh, and there's water. Perfect. I hate Goro. He's the most obnoxious character. Sorry for you Goro fans, but I am not one. Okay, now we're gonna use our last fish before it goes bad, hopefully. And just to clarify with you guys, the stream isn't all buggy and everything, right? Everything's running good, audio's good, everything's balanced, you're not feeling like I'm yelling at you. Ooh! Right in the balls. Rude. Perfect. Come on, I dare you. That was close. I thought I killed you! Motherfucker. Excuse me, fish. I'm in the middle of something right now. Can you hold? Perfect, good to know. Thank you, Edward. If at any point I need to, like, maybe change an audio issue, like if maybe the game volume gets a little loud or something, just let me know. I'm still kind of new to the streaming thing, so maybe I won't have a perfect mix, but I'm learning as I go. Wait for him to shoot me. Crap, I completely lost my train of thought from earlier. I don't remember what I was talking about. Sorry, guys. My memory kind of is gone. Ha. Got all that built up. Now what is turquoise? I know it's ice. Now was one of those rock? I don't remember. Yes, so that will also help with the rock. Awesome. Now we've got her under control. Tone's gonna be the one that needs a little help. Oh, I gotta use a Goro. Ay, ay, ay. props, so I look at the serpent sword and it's like, I kind of want to try that. I think that would be, if I could pull it off, really, really cool prop. Fucking like make a weapon plaque and hang that shit on my wall. That's actually something I need to figure out is, weapon plaques, like what kind of goes into that other than, you know, just obviously like a peg to hang the weapon on. You know, it's like, you know, what sort of thing do you put on it? To like, the mat on the background, you know, what to make it look nice. Stuff like that. Yeah, he needs a little help on his sword. Let me see. Holy. Would you quit spitting everywhere? It's rude. Okay. Oh, actually, I just thought of something. Take a look here. Fire's kind of abysmal on this sword. Shit. Kinda like a watermelon. What? What are you talking about? Watermelon? I'm confused. I never at any point in my life thought to myself, that sword reminds me of a watermelon. I don't know what to respond to that. That is why you carry auto repair powders for shit like that. I had to find out the hard way. Got more ice. Alright, now to head to that back floor. See what gems we can pick up there. And I think, tentatively, we should be able to take her on without too much trouble, because I mean, Faye, excuse me, her magic is pretty good, and I have fire equipped with her magic ring, so it should work. Emmett, I hope you and Junior are being nice to each other, you're not killing each other. I know Emmett and Julian aren't exactly friendly with each other. I saw the group chat, and I about died laughing. God damn, all the mimics. As a child, my mind said, yeah, that's definitely a watermelon. Alright, alright. I just looked at it and it just looked like stained glass. I mean, doesn't it? Doesn't it kind of look like, you know, stained glass a little bit? I don't know. I don't know. It's a pretty cool looking sword, but the details with the green kind of winding up onto the blade itself, a little tricky, and then trying to get the cut-throughs up towards the tip. That would be so tricky for me to do without, like, breaking the weapon, or, like, breaking the prop itself, and I would absolutely lose my shit, let's be honest. No, you're fine. You can think what you want, Edward. If it looks like a watermelon, it looks like a watermelon's color to you. It's just funny. I just never, like, thought about that. Like, I'm not the type of person that thinks of food. You know what I mean? Ooh, garnet. Perfect. That boosts attack and fire, and I think beast as well, if I remember my gems. Which would be perfect for this skinny-ass kid. Fire. Rock and beast. Okay. Yeah, sure. That's perfect. With that, actually, we'll have a really good chance with, Ice Queen now. Okay, we have one more escape path. Oh my gosh, the back of my leg is itchy. I don't know why. I haven't been, like, rolling in, like, poison ivy or anything. It just, I bruised my leg a couple weeks ago with some bottles falling on it while they were being all packaged and stuff, and it just whacked the back of my leg, and it just itches like a fucker right there. I don't know why. Oh, that's hilarious. We were just talking about the demon shaft not too long ago. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Jack. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Let's see. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's see. Got a double. So, fuck that. I'm gonna move that over. Okay, we don't need quite that many. Alright, 3 should be good. We got anti-freeze. These are gonna be invaluable during our fight here. Let me see. I don't really think. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do that because we're getting to a point now where our thirst meters are so large where it takes 2 bottles of water to completely fill it. It's kind of silly. So we're gonna do that. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Alright. And without further ado... Oh, wait. Let me think about this. Because we need the key to get to the boss. Problem is, I don't think we have it yet. No, I don't think we do. We're gonna have to go look for that. Hold on. I can't believe I completely spaced that. Let me see. How do you get to that? Tall hammer. It's been a while. Let me see. Because I know you can get a battle axe if you 100% Matataki Village, like with how to build it. If you make everybody happy, you get the battle axe from Treant when you do that. But as far as finding it, I don't think you can just buy it somewhere. I think you got to either just find it in one of the big chests by dumb luck. At least that's what my memory tells me. Let's see. Oh, I think we have to go talk to, the crazy fortune teller lady. Let's take a look here. Where is the man the queen loved? This was always the funniest fucking thing to me. Ah, pumpkin panty fortune telling. Here we go. Oh my god. What's even more shocking is how she's able to jump that high at her age. It's hilarious. Ah, here we go. I've seen this before. Ah, that's right. It's Rando's store. It wasn't Rando who eloped with the queen, was it? No, that's impossible. It was 100 years ago. He can't be that old. Something's glowing. What is it? I don't know. Maybe it's the Who's. They're calling ET for home, but they don't have a phone small enough, so they're using light. I don't know. Oh man, he just looks like he's just traumatized. This kid's gonna need therapy after all this shit. Alright, now we can pick up the key, which I'm all kinds of ass backwards. Oh, so Jack, so you were able to synthesize the battle axe from the tall hammer? What are you gonna do? Gonna put this paper in this music box, then lock it. This box is our promise to each other. You keep the music box, and I keep the key. It takes both of us to open this music box, and without us both, we can't read the message inside. What did you write? Ah, that's a secret. When we finally join as one forever, that's when we'll open this once again. Oh, that's one thing with Dark Cloud is I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a chick and I can just, like, have the feels. I don't know. I hear that, though, and I know now the situation of, like, what's going on with Queens, with the Queen being dead, the circumstances around it. But then you have a scene like that, and it just is like, oh, the feels, it hurts. Dark Cloud's full of that shit. Especially the second one. The second one's terrible. I was bawling in the second one. I feel like every other level, I swear. I think, Goodbye Shingala was, like, probably one of the hardest for me, and then... Oh, crap, what was the other one? At the end of the Moonflower Palace with Cyrus. Oh my god, that was... Oh my gosh, Dark Cloud's nothing but an emotional roller coaster. At least for me. Alright. Last level. You know what? Fuck this. I don't really need to do this shit. Do I? Holy shit. Ah! Get out of my way! All you freaks of nature, get out of my way. Oh god, I stopped at a bad time. Metal breaker. Woo! Dude, quit squatting over that bag. I want it. That's what I think. What? That didn't kill it? Son of a butt crack. Oh, here we go. It's over here. Alright. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Saya, I wonder how many years later that you will be reading this. The opening of this music box signifies us overcoming our different status in society and joining as one. But I know that we would never be blessed by all to be together. But still, the two of us from the future have decided. The place will probably be a church at night, just the two of us. There would never be anyone blessing your future with a man of such low status. It is I, from the past. I send these heartfelt words to you. Congratulations, Your Majesty. I am getting chills. I've been waiting for you for a long time. Here, at the bottom of the ocean. She is really pretty. And then that shit happens. I don't know why. I look at her, and the first thing that comes to my mind is King Ramses from Courage and the Cowardly Dog. So I think, return the slab, and like he's got that creepy appearance. Alright, now let me think. Because you gotta kind of bounce back and forth between physical attacks and magic, and I don't remember which starts first. Ah! Oh! I made a tactical error. I do not have these. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! Come here, bitch! Oh shit, I'm using the wrong attribute. I don't think it'll let me do it again. Yeah, we have to go back and forth. Oh! Motherfuck. Okay. This is happening. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you and your country. Literally, because you're the Queen of Queens. God damn, I hate this town. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That show, sketchy as it was priceless. Oh, fuck. That was a bad timing. I should have gotten more cheese. Go, 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 go. I'm getting, like, just from that alone, being frozen, it reminds me of the freaking mummies. The re-deads from Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, where they would sit and just, like, bite your fucking face off from behind. Shit! Shit. Apparently these freeze amulets aren't doing shit. That's pissing me off. Fuck. You're a bitch. Whoops. After the crap that I went through yesterday with that freaking Kurt Ziza or whatever from Kingdom Hearts, taking on this boss is like a fucking breeze. Whew, and it's not as stressful, even though like I am a little stressed out. Because I'm finding myself doing stupid shit in the process. But look at that! Piece of cake! Like 10 minutes first try. Hell yeah. now the fucker shows up. I've always wanted. I wish I was able to return to that day. Sorry, I think I'm a bit late. I immediately realized it after you were gone. Eternal life, it was meaningless for me. I was waiting all along. I was certain, I thought surely you would come, but you did not come. As time passed by, my heart became cold. I've been kept alive for 100 years by that sphere now, but living without you was like a world with time stopped. I felt as if I was left all alone in a desert. I was never bitter towards you. I just wanted to see you. Just one more time. Saya, I know you won't forgive me now, but please believe me when I say I've always... Say no more, I know. It's all right. You're here now, aren't you? I'm sorry, Tone. Here, this is for you. You little bitch! You had it the whole time! You were looking for it. A fruit vendor found it and gave it to me. I never needed it, but I kept quiet to lead you here. You're a fucking bitch. I suppose I ended up using you. I'm sorry. I needed you to win back Saya's heart. It's time for goodbyes. Thank you, Tone. Ready, Saya? This will end it all. The end of a long, empty time. Let's go back together. Back to that day. You didn't even proper kiss her. You suck. I joke, but like, it's really sad. And it makes my heart hurt. And that's it. That's it for Queens. So it makes me wonder, when he dropped the orb, because he's been kept alive, you know, he was at least in his 20s. You know, I would guess 18, 20. Dropping the sphere, so he was 120 years old. Did he just, like, have a heart attack, like, on the spot? Or what? He just dropped dead? And this was something I've always kind of wondered about. Because going through this game, my assumption was, from what I could put together, Rando found the life sphere, and the consequence of having the life sphere in exchange for eternal life is you lose the next most precious thing that you have besides your own life. And in Rando's case, it was Saya, and my assumption was, when he found it, like, why he wanted to go find it, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's like he wanted to keep them both alive, but by him grabbing that, it knocked him out. So she would think he was leaving her, and she'd kill herself, and that was, like, the consequence of him having that. So she'd been a ghost, a vengeful ghost, at the bottom of the ship the whole time, and he's just been kept alive ever since. But I was reading on the webpage somewhere on a wiki, and it was like it kept them both alive, so she was still alive at the bottom of the ocean. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like that would have killed her. I don't know, I don't think the life sphere would keep them both alive. Really? It only applied to one person? I don't really know. I feel like there's a little bit of a debate there, and exactly if Saya was alive the whole time or not, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to this dude. Hi! Oh, whoop. Because there's like a 10% that I haven't finished. I'm trying to figure out what the hell. Yeah, there's someone here that's disgruntled, and I don't know why. Okay, well, it sure as hell ain't that. Let me see. Lana wants me by her son Jake, who's working for King. King, I think he wanted to be near Stone Road, if I remember correctly, because he wants to be able to drive his fancy-ass car. Oh, tell Faye to never come back. Oh yeah, you really, like, you're such an ass to your wife. Yeah, he married that. He has to deal with that. He's under the petticoat government now. He's got to deal with it. Alright, who's disgruntled here? Who's not happy? Okay, so these three are, well, actually, let me double check the sheriff. I'm pretty sure he's good. No, that's Stu. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure this gets sorted out first. Okay, ask the sheriff. Where is your fucking sheriff? Where is he? Right there. Are you seriously, like, not content? Like, do you have to, like, have a showdown with, like, his fucking house? No, that's Jake. I think he's right as close to the road as he can possibly get. There he is. Like, seriously, how close to this guy do you need to be? Like, here, let's have a kissing contest between your houses here. Really? That's all it was? He literally has to be right next door? Ugh, that's obnoxious. I have to change that setup then. No, Lana was fine. It was just the sheriff has to be literally right next door to King. Which I find is pretty stupid, because he literally can open his door and see King's house across the road. He does not need it to be that close. Hi, Tone, you've done it. The sheriff is waiting for you. Ah, Tone, thanks for stopping by. Not only did you restore the town of Queens, but you even made it better by accommodating people's requests. I don't know how to thank you. I should reward you with something. Bitch, of course you're... No, Tone, you're gonna take that reward and you're gonna like it. Let's see. These days, it's gotten dangerous. I think you need a powerful weapon. How about that gun on the wall? That'd be nice. Really? Like, the weapon, you're just pulling it out of some drawer in your desk? Oh my god, I forgot about this sword. Originally, it was meant as a birthday present for my nephew in Naroon Village, but he sent it back saying a man should fight with his own hands and not with weapons. It's no good just sitting here. I'd rather have you use it. It's special, so take good care of it. That is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, take a guess on who his nephews are back in Naroon Village. Take a good guess, guys. Okay, now I gotta fuck with this setup. Here, let me just, like, demolish roads while I do this and make buildings just magically disappear. Alright, where's... Oh, no, he got... Right there. Really? He's disgruntled? Or is this bitch disgruntled just because it's not right next to her son? Oh, you fucking people. Okay, now everybody's happy, but I have upset the tree gods because there's one fucking tree that doesn't have a home. Or no, it's the road gods. It's one piece of road. My bad. I honest to God don't know where to put this fucking road. Let's put it there. Fuck it. I don't know what else to do, so... Yeah. The only problem is Ungaga, he doesn't use swords, he uses spears. That sword isn't a spear. So he won't use it. Alright, everybody's happy. Whoop-de-doo. Now, let's go back to... What is that? Brownboo Village. And... summon the moonship. That'd be a hell of an extension on the handle there, Magpie. Ah, Brownboo Village, it's such a cute little village. I like the little cattails that glow. Actually, that would be a fun thing to try to make with LEDs and shit. That would be fun. Yes, this is the one. We can now move the moonship. Shall we go now? Alright, Mayor Nem. Let's make it around here. Well, there's literally no other spot to the open sky, so you kind of have to make it work. Here we go. Are you ready? This is the funniest summoning spell. Toto Chop Rum Mandarina Lucky Cookie Zucchini. Apparently those are the magic words to summon a ship that can take you to the moon. Looks cool though. Ooh, I love that background. I want it on my laptop so bad. So pretty. Pretty quiet. I suspect something's gone wrong. I don't know. What gives me that feeling? That's strange. It's not working. So, let's kind of like pretend that it did work. What exactly were you expecting to happen? Did you want the ship to just kind of land on your heads? Like, what was your plan there? I mean, that's kind of something I've always wondered about. Like, what was your plan, Nam? Was it just going to land on Brownboo and you all just go to the moon just because of a relocation thing? The moon ship is not reacting to the orb. What is happening here? Nem, sir, it could be that something's gone wrong at the Sun and Moon Temple, where the moon ship is stored. What could go wrong? I don't know. Pretty much anything that has gone wrong will go wrong in this game, and that's what's happened so far. The Sun and Moon Temple is a sacred place where the ancient king of the moon, Baulumba Howlumba, went to his eternal rest. If anything happens, it's our responsibility. Yes, indeed, but it's our duty here on the planet to maintain the Sun and Moon Temple. If anybody finds out I neglected our duty, I'll be dismissed. We have to do something or else we can't stay here. Deported, probably. We got some interesting things. Deportation in Dark Cloud. Oh yeah. 2000s was a great time. I like it here. I don't want to leave this planet. Theo, do something, please. You say it like it's so easy. I haven't a clue what to do. Em, you're the mayor. I don't know what Theo is to you, but I'm pretty sure he can't just magically make shit happen. You guys just keep on talking, huh? We have to go to that Sun and Moon Temple. Tone, let's go. Who is this again? Not a clue. Will you go to the Sun and Moon Temple? The moon ship is stored in the deepest part of the temple. It really is hard for me to have to ask you such a thing, but I have work to do, you see, as mayor of the village. Theo will accompany you. Aw, come on! Damn, sir, that's not fair. There is no work to do as mayor of the village. Now please take care of Theo. Fucking Nem, he's a lazy ass. I love Theo, he's a sweetie. I entered the Sun and Moon Temple and its periphery on your map. Now, shall we go? To the Sun and Moon Temple! Power activate! God, I wish I could just fucking teleport like that to places I've been. Make it a hell of a lot easier to get the Joannes for costume projects. Here we are. This is the Sun and Moon Temple. Shall we go? I always seem to come to this place at night. I don't think I've ever come to this cutscene during the day. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not, but it's interesting. I've always caught it during the night. Yeah, I always thought it was so cute just watching him just like have a tantrum, just like throwing his hood around and shit. It's cute as hell. You can enter from here. Let us go. Danger. Inside the temple. I like how they conveniently missed this guy, just this tall dude with the red sash. If you want to stay alive, turn back. Now. Oh, you know something, eh? What's happened in this temple? This temple, it's full of monsters. The evil from the sky did it, there's no doubt. The village too, he destroyed it. His evil's strong, no one can defeat it. It must be the Dark Genie, meaning that Muskalaka was destroyed too. Oh, Muskalaka is the village of the Sand Warriors west of this temple. Are you from Muskalaka? Yes, Okay, now we get a chance to name Ungaga. Now, shall we just leave his name as is? Or should we try to change it? Should we change it, guys? What do you think? I'll leave it up to the chat, because that's kind of been my tradition. Every time we've come across the name change, I've let the chat help me decide. As long as we can agree on a name, we'll name him anything. Unless it's the N-word. We're not using that one. Okay? But we'll pretty much name him anything. Oh, what about Wakanda? Wakanda. Wakanda! Bob! No! Bob is stupid. I think the only worst name is Bob is like Kevin, because I can't think of very many people with the name Kevin that like people actually like this person. Kevin just seems to be an unfortunate name for most. Okay, so we've got Wakanda and M'Baku. That's a different one. Alright. So we have M'Baku and Wakanda. So which should it be? Have we got any more name options, or do you guys want to decide on those two? Fred? Fred? What? Wakanda. Okay, we got 2 for Wakanda. We've got 1 for M'Baku and 1 for Fred. So far, Wakanda's winning by 1 vote. No, Bob is funny. I keep forgetting if I have my mic on or off. There was a portion during my Kingdom Hearts fight the other day where I had my mic off and I was so pissed. Okay. Alright, just by looking at the chat, I'm not seeing anything new. I think we're gonna go with Wakanda. Now, how do we want to spell Wakanda? I actually don't really know how that's spelled, as stupid as that sounds. Okay, it's just spelled like that. Okay. Bob. Alright, we're gonna do Wakanda. I would put in Wakanda forever, but there's not enough spaces. Wakanda. If I got that's Wakanda. Okay, yep, there we go. Wakanda! Alright, there we go. Wakanda it is. I'm Wakanda. I'm not a very strong warrior. Couldn't protect the village. It was my responsibility. I was the only one who survived. It's so shameful. Wakanda! Wow, I know that name. We all do. The name of the strongest of the Sand Warriors. Cool! I'm not cool at all. I'm weak. Too weak. Come on, let's go together. With Wakanda with us, we'll have nothing to worry about. I'm weak. I'm no warrior. If I go, I'll be useless. I won't be a burden. I won't go. Oh, look at that sad face. Tone, I need to talk to Wakanda for a while. Could you please go take a look in the temple on your own? Oh, for fuck's sake, I have a guide for about 30 seconds in this game, and they ditch me. Why did they bother? I just can't leave a person in this state alone. I'll stay here with Wakanda. Please, go ahead. Yeah, I just did a quick Google search to make sure that matched what you guys had. I just had to double check, sorry. Wakanda! I just hope that, like, people don't get pissed off that I'm using Wakanda in this game. Like, like, they'll screen copyright or some stupid shit like that. Dude, I'm just a small channel. I don't even have 1,500 subscribers. Leave me alone. Yeah, I don't think they would, but I have seen some pretty stupid shit. Okay. I'm gonna kind of stick with Tone for a bit. And work on building up the Serpent Sword. Because we're getting to a point in the game now where it's going to get pretty tough when you hit the moon sea, so I kind of want to get ready. Motherfucker! Did I say you could be a yo-yo? Quit it! Oh, you have, Jack? Well, thank you so much for being around for so long. Honestly, like, I'm so surprised. That's something that just amazes me. How many people follow my channel just because, like, 5 some odd years ago, I decided to just extend some soundtracks just because, you know, I couldn't find them myself on YouTube. Or, like, in a length where, like, I would like it. Because they had some that were, like, 30 minutes long, some that were an hour, and I'm like, that's a little overkill. You know, for my particular, like, for some of the stuff I do, I don't want to be listening to a song for 30 some odd minutes and go nuts. I kind of like to switch it up after, you know, 5-10 minutes, so having an extension that length would have been nice. So, just something as simple as that, and there's so many people that are following me, that amazes me, and it just makes me so happy. Thank you for being here that long. Yeah, ever since I did that and I was starting to see, like, people streaming and kind of seeing how all that's set up, I've always wanted to do streaming for myself. And I knew if I ever got to that point, Dark Cloud was going to definitely be streamed. Ideally, I would have been doing this with a webcam, but my computer's not strong enough to do it. But I'm still able to do audio commentary really well, and that works for me. Hopefully in the future I'll get a more powerful computer where I can, like, you know, do a bunch of other cool stuff with streaming, like set up subscription, like pop-ups and all that jazz, but my computer's so weak, it can't do that without freezing and locking up. It just would not work. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any music extensions. And I apologize for that. It's just at the time when I was doing those extensions, I was starting out in college and I had the time. But when I switched to, well, I didn't switch. What happened was I started out with a bachelor's in biology, and then I added an engineering degree with it. And anybody that's done college will know that one bachelor is hard enough and it's time consuming, but when you're doing something like what I did where it's a double major and then one of those majors is an engineering degree, which is extremely time consuming and mentally demanding, it's hard to find any time for yourself. So it was really hard for me to sit down and spend as much time as I did to meticulously extend out my audio tracks, because I was extremely thorough with what I did. I'd be testing them before I even put them on YouTube to make sure that the sound quality was good, not just for my laptop speakers, but through like headphones for like headphone users, because I figured that's where a lot of people would be using those tracks for, is listening through their headphones on YouTube. So there was a lot of detail that went into that, and it's just making sure it was flawless with the looping. So yeah, I just couldn't do it with a double major and working 2 part-time jobs on top of that. I just couldn't. So now that I'm just working 1 job, I don't have to worry about school, at least not at the moment. I'm done with that. I might try to make some time to get that, put some more on here, because I know I haven't finished up like the Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. I'm pretty sure I haven't finished those, and I need to get back in it. Oh, you did? Well, that makes me happy. As long as, you know, YouTube isn't freaking out at me about it, that, You know, and I'm not like claiming any money from it. I'm not monetizing from it. It's strictly just so people can listen to the music and enjoy it, because music's been a huge part of my life. So I just wanted to share my love of the game music. It just, especially Dark Cloud, it's just so good. I love it. Especially even the second one. Like, it's really hard to find a game where the sequel will beat the first one, and Dark Cloud's one of those rare occasions. But the first one is still fantastic. Another soundtrack extension list I haven't finished up is White Knight Chronicles, and that's actually a game that I want to stream as well. But it's on my PlayStation 3 at the moment, and it's just, all the streaming I've done so far, it's all been on my PlayStation 4. So I haven't actually tried my game capture card on any other system, so I'm kind of curious as to how well it will work with an older system. Like HDMI, I'm not too concerned about, but when it comes to the older systems, like I know I've got games on like the PlayStation 2, I've got games on the, well, Xbox 360 has an HDMI cable, but games like the GameCube, and like there's a part of me that's debating like the N64, because I've got games on that too, and I do have a converter that theoretically should work with my game capture card, but I haven't actually tried it. So that's a lot of testing that I'll have to monkey with before I just jump into the live streaming with that. So in the meantime, that's just kind of on the back burner. Now, when you say you've only beaten 2 completely once, are you talking about just the main storyline? Or are you also talking about getting through Zelmite Mines? Because I haven't even done that. I haven't beaten Zelmite Mines. I got about halfway through, and just like with Demon Shaft, I got burned out halfway through because there was so much bullshit going on. And I started a new file, and then I tried it again, and I never finished it. So you went through Zelmite, you've completely beaten Zelmite as well? That's impressive, dude. That fucking plays with this test of my patience, especially when playing Spheda. Oh my god. That fucking game. The only place worse is Mount Gundor. And I guess the underground water channel is pretty shitty too. Attack, speed, magic, thunder, middle. That I can tell you right now, that's gonna have to be a diamond. Solve that. We got undead, attack, and magic. Now, I don't remember which way I always went with this leveling up. I, honest to God, don't remember. I might have to pull out my strategy guide for this shit, because I don't quite remember what it builds up to. Which is the better route. Yeah, props to you, Jack. Holy shit. I haven't even done that. Yeah, I'm hoping for a Dark Cloud 3 as well. It really sucks that they haven't done anything with that yet. I was kind of happy, though, that they recycled Osman for White Knight Chronicles, because he shows up in that, of all places. Because that's also a game by Level 5. He basically has the exact same look, he just has an Indian accent. And he uses a spear. He's pretty much the exact, and he wears a trench coat, a blue trench coat. That's really the only difference, but you can see the hat and the scarf, and you know immediately who you're looking at. You know. If you have not, like, seen that, like, it's funny. Because Sony's stupid. I worked at the movie theater for, God, how many years? 5.5 years. And Sony movies were always the biggest pain in the ass, besides Disney, because what they like to do is, hey, your employees can preview the movie before the public, but for 2 weeks after the movie's released, no discounts whatsoever for the movies in any shape or form. So we had to constantly deal with pissed off people. And even the people that worked at the theater couldn't do discounts because of Sony. They were bitches. Yeah, there's a lot of these games now, like Crash Bandicoot's getting kind of a revival with the racing game that came out not too long ago. I think they did a remaster of some of the original games. Spyro got a remaster of the first couple games. Yeah, there's a lot of these classics that are starting to re-emerge, and there's definitely a market for that kind of shit, I think. Really, and it just gives a new generation a chance to experience what the older generation got to grow up on. You know, I think that would be cool. As long as they kept to the spirit of the game. You know, it's kind of hard to do that, but I think you can pull it off if you're really careful about who you have on the team. I hate these fucking bomber heads. No. His sword's just barely long enough I can pull that off. I don't know how many hours I've got on this file. That's a very good question. I should look that up. I totally clipped that guy by accident, but it worked in my favor. Okay, at this point, I think... Well, let me see. What has Cream Pie got? She's got some abs. Yeah, let's switch to Faye. Just for the sake of distance. And this place is reducing abs, so there's really no point in, like, wasting health over stupid shit like that. Yeah, Talon's got a lot of work to do. She's taking him out in 2 hits, and she's not even, like, powering up her magic, either. One thing I definitely love with Ruby, with her attack setup, is she's got a lot of variety in how she attacks. And maybe that doesn't make 100% of sense. I'll explain here in a second, when I'm not blowing myself up with a fucking bomb here. Open it. Ooh, battle axe. Nice. So what I mean is, there's your slap attack, your default. And then there's holding it, and there's the charge attack. Now, between those 2 different attacks, you can kind of see how there's an advantage to how she can fight. Now, granted, charging it, definitely there's going to be more attack power behind it, but like what I was doing in Queens, if you were paying attention, I would hide behind columns, and if I was trying to angle around the left side to, like, hit around the pillar, I would just do the slap. But if you're at a weird advantage, or at a weird angle, and you had to go around on the right side, I could just hold the charge and go around on the right side. It's really nice, that versatility and how she can aim. You can't really do that with other characters. They have to be straight on. And like Osmond can kind of shoot around corners, but he's right-handed. From what I remember, it seems like he's right-handed, so he can only shoot on the right side. Oh, Ruby, she's your lowest attack. Yeah, Ruby, as far as like pound per pound, she can actually easily become the most powerful character out of all of them. Because of just the amount of how high you can build up the magic component of her. Because that basically, all the magic does, when you look at this, there's attack, endurance, speed, and magic power. If you max that out, the magic power, then even if you've got an attribute that's kind of on the low side, it still can kick some serious ass because it's amplifying the magic attribute of that particular element. It doesn't really matter if it's like 4 or if it's like 40, you know? If the magic power isn't behind it, you can have an attribute of like 40 and not have as much pop to it if you just amplified like the magic power portion of the weapon itself, and it makes such a huge difference. Like, you can see that between, like, Shao and Ruby, because they're long range. Like, I've kind of tested some of that, and that's definitely a huge factor with those. Yeah, I noticed that, getting the battle axe. It's like, huh, I remember that Jack needed that earlier. Thought that was funny. Oh, we got another bomber head. Oh shit, that was stupid to do right up in the face. Yeah, sorry, I would totally send you that axe if I could, but I don't think this game runs on, you know, Amazon Prime. I don't think it works that way. Oh. Oh, hell, there's two. So, just out of curiosity, there's a game I've come across recently. Actually, there's two. And this one is particularly gorgeous, as far as, it reminds me, actually, of Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, but the graphics are definitely, like, PlayStation 4 levels. Just gorgeous. Really nice blend for colors. It's amazing. It's called Rime, R-I-M-E, and it's a puzzle game. Has anybody heard about that? And if so, would anybody be interested in, like, seeing a stream of that? I've only gotten partway through, and I'd be more than happy to start over. So that way you guys could also see this game for yourself. Because I love it. It is amazing. And the puzzles, maybe they aren't, like, ground-breaking at the very beginning, but the farther you get into it, they do get a little bit interesting. And there's definitely a challenge the farther you go. You think your brother is game, or you think your brother has that game? I'm a little confused, Magpie. Ooh, chest. Yeah, it's... I don't know, I think it's been out for a couple years, and I think I spent like a whopping like 12, 15 bucks on it. It was pretty cheap, but it's actually, I'm really excited about that game. It's really cool, and like, you just basically dropped in the game, you have no clue what the background story is, you kind of figure it out as you go, about the main character, the boy that you're going through on this. You're trying to figure out like what his deal is. And how to even, like, figure out the game. You kind of just have to just bumble your way through and get lucky. But it's really fun exploring the environment. There's a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, so I guess if you guys are interested, then I'd be more than happy to do it. I couldn't tell you when I'd fucking start streaming it. Jesus Christ. How many games have I got? I've got so many. Just for the PlayStation 4, I've got so many games I want to stream, but I don't have the time. And I also have to make sure I don't let the rest of my hobbies just kind of shrivel up and die. And the people, because I think if I just became a recluse and was just streaming all the time, all of my friends would probably think you know, besides the streams, that I just died. And that would make life sad for me. Who's my favorite character? Honestly, Osmond is my favorite character, hands down. He was actually my first cosplay. Actually, the version from this game, he was my first cosplay. And then I did the Osmond that was in White Knight Chronicles. I made that costume, entered a costume contest, and won 2 prizes with that. That was a special moment for me. Even though Osmond in this game, he's not, you can't really use him to fight the Dark Genie, because the developers made it hell like that. He's still as fun as hell, and he's got a fun personality, and he looks goofy, and I like the goofy characters. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, right now, I have the spear from that costume for, Osmond from White Knight Chronicles. I have it sitting in my living room right now, and I'm looking right at it, and it just makes me grin every time. It's just the 2, Magpie. It's just the 2. Let's see. I'm gonna bring for. I think I better go to Queens again. Anyway, I hope that answered your question, Jack. I'm sorry if if you feel like you got ignored. That wasn't my intention. Maybe it was just, it got lost in the chat. Because I'm still trying to get used to the fact that, like, I'm reading a chat now on top of playing a game. And it's really hard for me to keep up an active conversation and keep track of what I'm talking about without losing my train of thought while I'm trying to think about doing this game at the same time. It throws me off. It's hard for me to split my mind like that. Okay, now fuck these, we don't need them anymore. Let's see. We don't need 2 of them. Selling it. This sword's ugly as hell, I hate it. Alright, well, Jack, if you say you're gonna bounce out, thank you again for popping in. And I hope to see you next time. I'm debating doing another Dark Cloud stream tomorrow, because doing the Kingdom Hearts stream yesterday was so incredibly stressful. I need to take a couple days break. Like, I beat the boss, but like, holy crap, that was mentally draining. So I just kind of want to play Dark Cloud, have a little bit of fun, keep it light. So sometime tomorrow, probably towards the evening, maybe around 6-ish, Mountain Standard Time in the United States, I would plan on doing a Dark Cloud stream. So if you've got the time and you want to watch, feel free to pop back in, my dude. Or go play Minecraft. Alright, yeah, have fun with that, dude. Thanks for coming in. Alright, gotta think here. I gotta find more keys. Auto repair powder. More repair powder. One more dragon feather. One more of those. Let's see. I'm gonna do another one of those. Actually, one more. Because this place is gonna suck. I need more cheese. I need more things to stuff my face with in case I get killed. Okay, let's see. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Didn't Susie have that? Yes, she has cheese. Yay for Susie! And she sells stamina drinks. Perfect. $600 for a gem. That's a ripoff, considering the Fairy King will easily charge you 1,000 for each one. Honestly, I think he charged you more. I don't remember. I want to say it's 3,000. It's a ripoff. What does this kid need? Attack, speed, magic power, excuse the yawning. Thunder, and then anti-metal. That's gonna have to be a diamond. Diamond's the only one I can think of that actually boosts that. No, opal. Opal also boosts anti-metal, so that's another one to keep an eye out for. Thunder. Dead. Okay, so I need to buy some lightning from her. Alright, now... Basker. I don't have to use that gourd on anybody, right? I'm not crazy. No. Okay. Got level up powder, but I really don't want to use that yet. Okay, what does Topaz have for us? Let's take a look at Topaz. Attack and speed. Ooh, that one boosts the dead. So that's one worth pulling out. And even if we don't use that particular build-up direction, still, we're in a dungeon that's crawling with mummies. It's not gonna hurt. So, we're gonna go ahead and just pull that out. I'm gonna put some ice in there. I'm not gonna worry about the ice so much right now. Endurance, not so much. Oh, I'm chuck full. Shit. That's a problem. Okay. Okay, we'll kind of roll with that for a minute. How many hours did I have? 16 hours so far. That's not bad. Alright, let's go again. Man, those bomber guys are a pain in the ass. Jaboo-Boo's house. Some of the fucking names, man. And if I remember this name, Jabubu's quite the character. Like, he's always bitching about how, like, he wants to be attractive. And he will... he's such a vain and arrogant character. It's hilarious and stupid at the same time. These motherfuckers will not stay down. Oh my god. God damn. Fucking Jack in the Box. Nice. It's always nice to have a little pool. Because then I can... Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Rejuvenate my health there. Because these bomber characters seem to be fucking me up quite a bit. Oh, hey, one that actually stayed down. Oh shit, not what I meant to do. Okay, never mind, just keep swinging. It did the job. I was wondering when a mimic was going to show up. I just realized I don't have auto repair powder. That would have been a very sad mistake. Probably need to invest in some Stonebreaker too. Actually, I'm going to cheat. So I like to status break weapons for this reason. And I just don't combine it with other weapons, I just leave it out on the side. Because look at the difference in the power that makes. I mean, that makes a difference. See, look, boom, one pop and he's down. God damn. I suddenly have the incredible urge to do baking. Like, I want to make cookies and shit. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a fatty. I don't know. I want cookies. Not that there's anything really wrong with the Oreos that I have, or the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. It's just, I don't know, I just want to make cookies. Maybe I'll make sugar cookies, I don't know. Not that I would eat them, I'd be making them for someone else, because sugar cookies are really not my favorite, usually. Ooh, that's a bad time to do the look. Ooh. Nearly got him with one hit. Holy shit! I totally forgot those fucking things will fly after you. Shit. God damn. Nagita. It's quite the name. The Belle of Muska, but mean. Of course, the oldest child's always the bitch. Alright. Let me see, it's almost 10 o'clock where I'm at. I think for now, this is about as far as I'm gonna get on the streaming. Yeah, I've been pretty much glued to the TV all day, for the most part. My cosplay's kind of been sad. My prop has been over here like, finish me, on the desk, so I probably should get to that. Because my Gaster costume really needs a little bit of an extra pop to it. And I want to get that done before Bonsai. Oh, hey, Shadowlinks. You just popped in. I'm about ready to end the stream, though. I'm sorry, man. I plan on streaming tomorrow, though. Probably, I'm guessing about 6 o'clock-ish by my time. 6 o'clock in the evening, Mountain Standard Time. Anyway, it'll be another Dark Cloud stream. I'm just not ready for another Kingdom Hearts stream. I need a break still from that. Even though I beat the guy, holy crap, I need a break. But, it's good to see ya. Yes, I'm working on the prop for it. I never got it done for FanX, so now I'm actually working on the prop. I've got the LEDs, and I think I've got an idea for how to put the LEDs and stuff in the head of the prop, but I need to kind of work on getting the paper mache done and everything, because I need to make sure it's a solid piece, but it's not too heavy. I'm not trying to cake on layers of paper mache. Oh, you got caught up learning German? Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I personally never really learned a whole lot of German, other than Scheiße, Gesundheit, but, and Ich liebe dich. Those are, like, the only phrases that I really know in German. But, and Guten Tag, I guess that's the other one I know. But, I took French in high school, so I know more French than anything. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping to make a little bit of progress on that tonight. Maybe, take some pictures of it, put it on my Instagram, so that way if you guys are curious, you're more than welcome to take a peek at it, see what I got. And I also have pictures of me in my Gaster costume with the face paint, so if you would like to see that, that's also on my Instagram. I go by Twin Moon Cosplay. So, not Twin Moon Elder, but Twin Moon Cosplay. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Anyway, I don't remember if I actually saved them. So, as for tonight, though, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you all for being here, and I will catch you tomorrow given that everything goes according to plan. It seems like when I plan streams, it never works out, but if I just kind of leave it be, I seem to start streaming at decent times for everybody. I have a weird tendency. Oh, they dropped the French program? Why? That's weird. Yeah, I was better at reading French than I ever was speaking it. So, French is one of those ones where, like, the subtlest little thing changes the whole phrasing of the sentence, like what it means. And because I'm partially deaf in the one ear because of a firecracker from the 4th of July when I was a kid, I can't hear very well compared to just reading it, so it's better to just write it down. For me, anyway. But, anyway. Thanks for all popping in. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one!